Tonight, record rainfall. Drainage systems couldn't keep up. A man had to be rescued from his car, and the Black River expected to hit flood stage. Also, the flooding canceled classes at Watertown schools, had hardware stores running out of sump pumps, and it cut off this community from the rest of St. Lawrence County. And in other news, an apology from St. Lawrence County District Attorney candidate James Monroe, and this man arrested on an arson charge in connection with the Boardwalk Resort fire in Alex Bay. And good evening. A lot to cover tonight, beginning with the strong winds and record rainfall that pummeled the North Country, and there's more rain to come. That in a moment. More than 5 inches of rain fell in Watertown between last night and today, so much that storm drainage systems couldn't keep the water underground. Instead, it was bubbling out of manhole covers and racing down Washington Street this morning. A quieter scene, but not a better situation in southern Jefferson County. Fields turned into lakes. A man had to be rescued after his car didn't make it through the water that flooded County Route 84 in the town of Adams. He was stranded for an hour. Firefighters put a life belt around the elderly driver as they helped him walk through the fast-moving water.
You keep hearing, turn around, don't drown, and they mean it.
Roads and basements flooded in St. Lawrence County today. Irish Settlement Road in the town of Canton had water running across it. Highway crews closed that road near Route 68. Kelly Road near Old State Road outside of Rensselaer Falls was flooded as well. Fire crews were busy pumping out basements like here on Canton Street in Rensselaer Falls. And all the rain in Jefferson and Lewis counties will make levels on the Black River rise quickly. Much more on the coverage of the damage from today's flooding in a moment. But first, we need to understand that there's more rain coming. Michelle McLeod is in the Weather Center. And Michelle, this is lake effect rain, right?
Exactly. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but busy night tonight. Let's get straight to it. We have an aerial flood warning for Jefferson County until tonight at 9 p.m.
All right, Michelle, thank you. It could be a lot of rain, so we'll listen to her in a couple of moments. All the rain today meant no school for kids in Watertown City schools today. 7 News reporter Aaron Bischoff live outside Case Middle School to explain that.
Due to safety concerns, officials decided to close school today. Water is gushing out of Case Middle School as crews try to keep the floods out. The basement of the school, which includes a gym, locker room, storage, and a mechanical room, had a foot of standing water Monday morning. Officials haven't made the call whether it'll be open or not yet. Jeff?
Aaron Bischoff, thank you. A run on sump pumps at local hardware stores. Watertown stores like White's Lumber and Stratton's Hardware, they're out. People who did without the pump called for help. 7 News reporter Alex Valverde live tonight.
Jeff, those with a sump pump have been keeping an eye on their properties as water is flushed out.
You can't control what Mother Nature does, but this is just crazy, all the amount of water we're getting down here.
It looks like Alexandria Avenue leads straight into a pond, but that's just the flooded road caused by recent rain, and it's seeping into nearby homes. Overnight,
a small community found itself cut off from the rest of St. Lawrence County.
When Michelle Fuller woke up Monday morning, 1.5 feet of water covered the only road that leads to her home.
This is the only way that we can get in or out.
Another news here tonight, a 41-year-old Alexandria Bay man is accused of setting the fire that destroyed a portion of the Boardwalk Resort and Hotel in the village. State police charge Francis Babcock with a felony count of third-degree arson today. He's accused of setting a fire on September 13th. Babcock was sent to jail with bail set at $20,000. Read more about his connection to the property on our website at WWNYTV.com. People had to be cut out of their cars after a 3-vehicle accident on State Route 37 in the town of Lisbon today. St. Lawrence County District Attorney candidate Jim Monroe apologizes for an election night Facebook rant that's shaking up the race. The Canton Democrat says his tirade came in response to vulgar insults hurled at his sister. 7 News reporter Keith Benman has more on that.
I'm going to take responsibility for it. I want to apologize to anyone who was offended by it.
That's how the press conference started at the Best Western Hotel. It came after Monroe last Friday denied these comments on Facebook were his. He said he has since been provided with the Facebook thread Monroe said calling Jesus fake was in response to a Facebook posting that claimed Jesus delivered the election to Trump.
And still to come, we'll turn to sports. It's a day of rest for the teams in the World Series. Mel will check in. And your thoughts on the stories in the news, including boys on the girls swim team.